Welcome back, PEZ collectors. Today's video is going to be a little different, I think, because it's still PEZ related, but I'm going to be building a bookshelf for my studio. So check out where I want to put it. So I'm in the studio now, and this is what you usually see behind me. These bookshelves. And when you turn just a little bit, usually you see like the pillow and the Grogu light and some PEZ sit down here. So I want to build a shelf for this area. So it's a pretty big area here, and there's actually a window behind this curtain, but since this is the studio, I want to make everything lit, by lights. And that's why I have these giant lights above me, and then there's the, LED lights all around here that light the rest of the space. So I want the controlled light. So I always have the window blocked, so I'm going to build a bookshelf that fits in here. I'm not going to attach it or anything, just in case we need to get out the window, or do anything with the window. It's just going to sit on this ledge here. So it's going to be pretty large. And yesterday, my husband and I, we went to Home Depot and we bought all the materials to build the bookshelf here. And I already started a little bit. I spray painted the back of the bookshelf last night, and then today we've been waiting for the rain to end to go out and cut the wood. Now I guess we're gonna go out and cut the wood because I think it finally stopped raining and it's kind of drying out, so I think we're gonna be able to do it now. But first I need to clean off the bookshelf area, so maybe I'll do that real quick and then we're gonna go start building the shelves. Grogu's little foot kind of stuck to the paint on the windowsill. That's kind of bad. And I got a little panda plush too.
Hello, hi, Bubble Freak.
I'm gonna put these back in my office. My giant panda pillow. These are the Jurassic Park mini PEZ. I need to make a video about these, but I just haven't yet. A box that a lightsaber goes in. The lightsabers sit behind me over here on the other side of the bookshelves. A bunch of PEZ you've seen me open on the channel. This one PEZ. It's a poop and it says happens. And then are these the 33 cats? Is that what these are called? These are cute. I need to make a video on these too, but I did open these on the channel. I hope that they make more cats because these are really cute. I have one of those Spiro BB-8s and I can't hardly play with it too much because Clover goes crazy for this. Just barks and she's like, that's my ball. A Porg Funko Pop. Another case for a lightsaber. This is Mace Windu's case, I think. It's purple. I don't know if you can see this on the videos usually, but it's a lightsaber and it has Darth Vader's hand on it. It's pretty cool. If you can't tell, I'm also a Star Wars fan. One of my favorite Star Wars things I have is this little light that I got on Amazon, and it's Grogu and it changes colors. Isn't that so cool? I love this thing. So whenever you see the glowing green, sometimes I change the colors on the videos. Sometimes I forget and it rotates colors throughout the video. That's my little Grogu light. So I guess I should unplug this. Oh, and then this is a vintage Voltron, and it's actually in here. It's like the car Voltron. I don't know, my husband can tell you more about this, but this is super cool and it's in the box still. So I need to go put this in a really safe place. Oh, don't worry, Grogu. I'll plug you in soon. Love this thing. See how it's just a really clear, a piece of acrylic. It's so cheap and cheesy and simple, but it's so cool when it's lit up. Well, that's it. Now I just have to go build the shelf. And there's a light up here. I need to take that down, but I'll get that maybe in a little bit here because I need to move these drapes and probably clean back here. See, there's still a shade on the window. So it's a pretty big spot. I think it's about 44 inches or so across. I think we're gonna build it, and then it's 60 inches tall too, so it's a pretty big spot. So I'm gonna have so much more area to add PEZ and collectibles here, and I think it's gonna look really good in the video. Then you'll see these bookshelves, and then you'll see this bookshelf, and hopefully it'll kind of match too because it's the same white board material is this stuff. So it should match pretty well. And these here, when we bought the house, the person that lived here before had all these put in. So like both of the bedrooms up here, my office and the studio both have these. That was one of the selling points when I bought this house. Because for a long time I've always worked from home doing graphic design, and my dream was always to like build out the closet, take off the doors, and make it really cool. Because like, why do you need a closet in your office? You just end up putting junk in there that you don't really need. So when we looked at this house and they had these built in, I was like, oh my gosh, these are my dream closets. I immediately took off the doors and, you know, decorated them the way I wanted. I have one of these in my office too. Let me show you that too. So my office is right next door and they're not lit up or anything. So I have a bunch of my like PEZ, Funko Pops, Star Wars items on the shelf. So I think they're pretty fun. Some PEZ items, Funko Pop, Star Wars. Some of my extra PEZ I put in here are ones I really like that I just want to look at every day while I'm working. Bunch of Star Wars collectibles. I have like a little pin collection too. Like pins I've got at comic conventions or Comic-Con. Bunch of stuff, like a bunch of my keep my panda gathering PEZ in here. Because I just love those so much. Oh, my Erin Collects PEZ truck. Do you have one of these in your collection? Do you need one of those? I also have a lot of Wonder Woman and superhero stuff. Pokemon. Love Pokemon. And Pokemon Go. I have a lot of older Funko Pops. And some Pop PEZ and a bunch of action figures. So I think building this bookshelf, it's going to give me a lot more room to add some PEZ and make the studio look a lot cooler while you're watching the videos. So let's go start building. Let's go check it out and let me show you what I already started on. So I'm out here in the garage, but check out what we bought at Home Depot yesterday. Well, we bought these boards and they were brown and we spray painted them black yesterday. That's the color that they normally are. And these are going to be the back of the bookshelf. And then we bought these really long, really tall white pieces of board. And these are going to be the sides of the bookshelf. And then there's a whole bunch of these here that we're going to cut for the actual bookshelf shelves. I think there's going to be 5 of them. And then there's the top and the bottom of the bookshelf. It's not a lot of materials. And I don't think it's going to be too hard. We just have to cut it and then assemble it. So I'll be checking back in with you here and there as we build these. So I'm gonna get started. This is Greg, my husband, in case you've never met him on the channel. Why do you have blue tape on there?
This is melamine. So it's like basically like a countertop material, but it's good for shelves. And what happens is depending on what blade you have in your table saw, this will chip as it's cutting, as it comes out this way on the blade. So if you put the blue tape on there, it helps it cut perfect.
Well, look at that perfection.
You know, still.
So far, Greg has cut the top and the bottom. Safety first. So right now, Greg is getting ready to cut the second side. He just cut the first side. This one here on top is the right length. What is it, 63?
63 and a half.
And a half.
We hope
inches.
it's the right length.
And then he's gonna cut this one, so it's the same size as this one. These are gonna be the 2 sides of the bookshelf. And it got dark out, so he's working in the garage.
As you can tell, it's pretty humid. So this is a biscuit joiner. It cuts a little slot for where you put a biscuit in. I'll show the slot. The slot.
That little slot is for the biscuit. And there's 2. Now we just gotta make the biscuits on the top of this one and the bottom over there. And we'll begin. Well, as you can see, it's the next day. It's light out again. Last night we had some issues. Might have cut one of the boards wrong, and also it got really dark out, so we just figured we'd stop for the night and we'd come back today and get started. But check out what we have done so far today. I mean, mostly it's Greg so far. So here's what we have done so far. Working on connecting the outside. Got some clamps on it right now. Greg had to go up to Home Depot to get some screws. This was a lot more work than I think we both thought it was gonna be. So a couple days ago we spray painted these boards. Is it melamine too?
Yeah, melamine.
So all the material here is melamine. We spray painted these black because these are gonna be the back of the bookshelf because I wanted it to be black. I like that look. So we just took 2 of these and nailed them in. There's gonna be a seam, but hopefully one of the shelves or stuff is gonna block that. I think it'll be fine. So now we're just gonna put this one on top here. So the back is pretty much nailed on. Is that looking like a bookshelf?
Getting there. Need shelves to make it bookshelves though.
And this stuff here hangs over. So Greg's gonna take the router and just cut it down the side here. And then the back will be all finished. And then the bookshelf will be all finished, right?
Frame.
Oh yeah, we still have to cut the shelves. Now we got the sides cut off. It looks really good. Good job, Greg.
Well, we'll see if it fits.
I just vacuumed. That was my job. Nail down the sides more. Check it out, there's the bookshelf. It's in the spot it's gonna be in. And Greg has one more shelf to cut. I'm just installing the couple that I have so far. So I think so far it looks pretty good. I'm liking it. It'll be something new you can look at while you watch my videos, and I'll be adding some new stuff. Now I have all these shelves, and I also have all these shelves behind me. And I need to reorganize these because a lot of the stuff I want to move to a different room and just keep more of the PEZ items up here. So I just have these little pegs I just pop in to little holes on the sides of the walls, and then that holds the shelves in. It's pretty much a typical bookshelf like you'd buy at IKEA or something. It's pretty simple. And then you just take your shelf and then you pop it in. And then the last one goes in. So check it out now that all the shelves are in. Greg is still cutting me one more shelf because I might end up moving the bottom ones down a little bit and then making them smaller and added another shelf. But for now I wanted to start with a larger shelf at the bottom and then go smaller as it goes up, because you're gonna see most of the stuff that's on the first 2 shelves in the video. So I wanted to make it larger so I can put, you know, like some PEZ box stuff in it, or, you know, larger items besides just PEZ dispensers. Or I can put the PEZ on like on my expanded shelves or some kind of tier, and I think it'll make it look really good. See how the top shelf is smaller, it's a little bigger, then a little bigger, and then bigger, And then the largest one down there. So here's the real test. Let me grab my chair. I don't know, what do you think about the shelf heights here? I don't know if the shelves should like line up here. If it should be like a perfect perspective type thing. I don't know if I can tilt that way. It's like the shelf would look like it's coming from this corner and then coming out of this corner here. That's the only thing that bugs me, but maybe once I put stuff on the shelves, I won't even notice that anymore. I think it looks pretty good. I also got some new LED lights for behind me. My other strip that I had, half of it started blinking and it broke. So I bought a new strip and they're a lot brighter, and right now I just have it on like a light blue color. So let me know in the comments below, what color do you think I should put behind me for my lights? I can always change it. Now I have an app that I can easily change the color. Before I had to like use this little remote control and it was kind of difficult, so that's why I always kept it on pink. Let me know what color you think I should put behind me. Maybe I can switch it up, you know, for different videos and do different stuff with the lights instead of just keep it pink all the time. So let me know if you have any ideas. I'd love to hear your ideas on how to make my set here better. I do like how I have more space here. It's gonna take me a while, I think, to fill it. But I can go down to my PEZ display, my PEZ storage area, and grab some items that I can put up here. I think it'll look really nice. Or even if you have any ideas of what you want to see on my shelves here, let me know. Like if there's something I unboxed or, you know, I have in my collection, you're like, oh, Erin, you should totally put that on the shelf. It'll look really nice. Let me know. I probably will do it. Well, I just want to say a big thanks to my husband, Greg, for building this for me. I mean, I helped out a little bit, but you basically, you know, engineered all of this, and I just help you like clean up and hammer some nails in and put the shelves on and give you an idea of what I wanted, I guess. But you made it happen. I really appreciate it. It was so nice of you to, you know, take your time to build this for me. Well, this is gonna help out with my PEZ organization because I have a lot of items down by my display or in storage I don't know what to do with still because my PEZ display is pretty much filled up, but I'm really loving this so far. It just feels so different. I just want to kind of change up the scene here a little bit. I'm going to be moving my desk around a little bit as well because we're moving this other desk out of here really soon. So you're going to see things switch up a little bit more even, hopefully for the better. Well, that's it for this video. If you want to help support my channel, I did set up a Buy Me a Coffee, but I changed it to Buy Me a PEZ dispenser. So you can go buy me a PEZ dispenser, and I'll eventually go out and buy a PEZ dispenser and open it here on the channel and let you know what one I bought. And if you're not following me on Instagram, TikTok, or Facebook, I'm Erin Collects PEZ on all of those. You know, go over there and say, hey Erin, I have a PEZ collection, tell me what you got this week. You know, anything like that. I'd love to hear from you. If you want to learn more about PEZ or PEZ collecting, hit that subscribe button because my channel is all about collecting PEZ. And if you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up. Another way to support my channel would just be by watching my videos or sharing my videos with other PEZ collectors. I think they would like them as well. Of course, I always appreciate you watching my videos. So as always, thanks for watching. Bye, and I'll see you Tuesday.
I write to you in poetry with words left on the shelf. Full of dust, you'll know it's me, and from nobody